today by Scottish National Party supporters. Labour's opposition to the new tax will aim to stop it before it's introduced, as Harry Smith now reports.
Labour supporters say the campaign to halt the poll tax could develop into one of the biggest popular protest movements in Scotland for years, and they made no apology for the fact that today's campaign launch had more to do with show business than politics.
Far from trivialising it, we're popularising it. We're using various campaigning techniques to bring the message home to people, and we'll continue to do so. It would suit the Tories very well if we sat about holding cold-faced press conferences mourning what was inevitable. We don't accept that at all.
There was a more serious side to the proceedings, but here too, show business stole the limelight.
I, as a dinky or a yuppie or whatever you want to call me, I will be better off with the poll tax. But I can't ignore that half a mile down the road from where I live, there are people living in abject poverty.
Also on the platform were some of the academics and churchmen who've lent their support to the campaign. In the audience was shipyard worker Tom Dunlop and his family of 5, who also looked down from a poster declaring them to be the losers if the community charge is introduced. They'd be nearly £1,300 a year worse off, while Scottish Secretary Malcolm Rifkin and his minister Michael Forsyth would be several £100s better off. The campaign organisers now plan a series of events around the country, culminating in a day of action.
Meanwhile, the Scottish Local Government Minister Ian Lang has described the Labour campaign as shrill scaremongering and posturing, and he said the government would not be...
It was launched today. The campaign, hot on the heels of an initiative yesterday sponsored by SNP supporters, claims it will develop into Scotland's biggest single-issue movement in years. Led by the Labour Party, but with broader-based support, the organisers say it is the Scottish campaign against the poll tax.
It's no nay, never. Poll tax say no, no nay, never, no more.
It's not every day that campaigns are launched to such musical accompaniment, but this was certainly a novel approach. The theme was that everyone but everyone in Scotland was against the poll tax. To get things off to a good start for the sponsors and those who attended, there was refreshment in the way of wine and soft drinks and sandwiches for the hungry. MP Brian Wilson chaired the meeting and spoke of the wide range of sponsorship so far received from MPs, local authorities, the church and the sporting world.
Celtic Football and Athletic Company, dear Brian, I would like to thank you for your recent letter and inform you that I would be delighted to participate in your organisation and allow my name to be used in supporting your aims. Yours sincerely, Billy McNeill. So we're pleased to welcome Billy to the list of sponsors.
Show business too was there to lend support. Not just the impromptu choir, but comedian Elaine C.Smith from City Lights.
And one of the most important things, I think, is that we have to pressurise the Labour Party and the 50 Labour MPs that we have voted into actually doing something about the poll tax.
Parliament resumes tomorrow after the 3-month summer recess, and the man who'll lead the campaign in the Commons is Donald Dewar.
I'm excited, really. I think it's been a tremendous success. But it's unusual because it's an unusual set of circumstances. We really are threatened now by a tax. It looms, it's imminent, which we believe is essentially unjust, which represents a massive shift against areas which are already disadvantaged, and which is going to be an administrative nightmare. We've got to do something out of the ordinary in response.
A lot of work had gone into the organisation of the launch, but as so often, the best laid schemes can go wrong. Like the mistake in just how much Scottish Office Minister Michael Forsyth pays in rates. But a quick bit of repair work and all was well again.